Hi everyone, it's Nick. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about H&M Home. It is fast approaching spring 2021. Oh my God, I'm so tired of winter. I'm really excited about H&M Home. I feel like they occupy a space in the market that's a little bit higher end, a little bit maybe more on trend in some ways than IKEA, but it's going to be a little bit cheaper than something like West Elm, CB2, Crate & Barrel, some of the other retailers that I also love. So let's get started and talk about some of my favorite products that I found on H&M Home. First things first, let's talk about the H&M vase. This is the thing that for me sort of really kept appearing over and over and over again, and kind of really was the inspiration of this video, because I just thought, what's happening where this vase is all over the place? I'm seeing this same really beautiful round ceramic vase, to the point when actually a friend of mine said the other day, I really want that vase from H&M Home, and I was like, what vase? But I knew exactly what vase she was talking about. This vase is really gorgeous. It's really cool. It's just got this really neutral look. It sort of works with everything. It's got this beautiful curve. It's just not your typical looking vase, but it's sort of simple enough that it works with a lot of different types of decor, which I think is what's making it really, really popular. If it's not available right now where you are, you can always just click on the notify me, and H&M will let you know when it's in stock. Right now, I think on H&M.com, it's not in stock, but like a week ago it was. So it really just kind of goes in and out. Okay, next up, this is another real favorite that I have from H&M Home, is this really gorgeous kind of green stone and steel salt and pepper set. It's really gorgeous. It's in this beautiful green and gold, which I kind of really love that combo. And I don't know if you've noticed, but green, especially in kitchens, is really, really popular right now. So definitely I've noticed H&M is really good at capitalizing on some of the trends that are coming, which makes sense because that's kind of what they do with their fast fashion, with their clothing line, of course. So this looks like it's really a high quality product, and it's $25 US. I'm going to be quoting US, by the way, for the rest of this video. Just for simplicity, because I don't know what currency you're working in, but $25 US is a really good price. And this is a really good example of how H&M Home is really trying to hit on being a little bit more expensive than IKEA. But this is a product that you're probably not going to find at IKEA. IKEA tends to kind of stick to the classics. They tend not to branch out in some of this really trendy stuff. But this is an example where H&M Home is a little bit more expensive than IKEA, but still it's going to actually be a little bit more affordable than what you're going to see at West Elm or CB2. So this is a definitely beautiful set. Okay, next up. Now I want to talk about knobs for a second. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. So as you guys know, when it comes to upgrading door hardware, I'm a really big fan of swapping out the hardware, the different doorknobs, whatever, whether it be in the kitchen or the bathroom or just cabinet pieces that you buy. One of my favorite hacks, I guess, I don't know, I don't really like hacks, but one of my favorite things to do to IKEA things like the Besta is to swap out the hardware, because I find IKEA hardware is a little like ho-hum, but I find there are some beautiful pieces here at H&M Home. Yeah, so for something like $7 for one of these knobs, you can buy two of these. For $14, you can take sort of a pretty basic unit that you can find at IKEA or Target or something like that, and you can swap it out and create a unit that's a lot more interesting for like $14 for two knobs. I mean, I think that's really awesome. They also come in a couple of other varieties I want to talk about. So you've got the same green knob here, but it comes in black. It also comes in white, so you can get black and white marble, which is amazing. They've also got this set here, which is this beautiful like hammered gold. Also comes in silver if that's your thing. I tend to like the gold because that's just my style, but I really love this hammered gold. I think it looks really, really cool. And again, these are like $5 US a piece. So it really doesn't take much to upgrade some of your more basic cabinetry into something that looks a little bit more custom, a little bit more higher end. You've also got for $6 a piece, these ceramic knobs, which I think are really, really cool. They're sort of like this gray, I don't want to say grayish, I hate that word, but it's basically like a light beige, which I think just kind of warms it up. It's, a little bit different than just your typical kind of stark white. Okay, so moving on from knobs, you've also got this really awesome jute basket, which I think is really, really cool. Really great, awesome laundry basket. Comes in a couple of different sizes. This one here, the larger one, is 35 bucks. It's a really good size. Comes in sort of a gray, comes in like a white, and also comes in this black. I've picked up this black because I think it looks really, really cool. But if you're looking for something a little bit lighter and fresher, then you can also go for those lighter options as well. And you can really create something that's kind of really beautiful. I love that it's got this two-tone effect. I just think it looks a little bit more visually interesting than some of the typical baskets you might see. Okay, you've also got this jute rug. So this is just a really beautiful natural rug that I think it just really warms up a space. I think these like warm neutrals are just like so prevalent. They're so everywhere right now because people are looking for just a really warm, comfortable space, and a jute rug does a really, really great job of doing that. Okay, now I'm going to talk a little bit about something that I never talk about on this channel, which is kids stuff, because like I don't actually really care for children, to be honest with you, but I can't deny that some of the stuff at H&M, well, some kids are okay. Like some kids, like, I don't know, like I have a few kids that I like, but like generally That's not the point. Point is that these are beautiful storage baskets that I think are really cool. I think the big lesson here is just because you have kids doesn't mean all style has to go out the window. Like, you don't have to have everything in like those really big, bold, primary colors that you see all the time. And I think some of the stuff at H&M Home is really, really cute. I find some of the stuff at IKEA's kids section is like super creepy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like weird snakes and stuff, they're little stuffed animals. But H&M Home, they've got a lot of really neutrals. They've got a lot of just really stylish pieces that won't look stupid in your home. Items that I love, this super cute $25 little basket, I think is awesome. It's made of seagrass. It's really cool, and it's got a little cute smiley face. You've also got this storage basket over here that's got this smiley face on it. I think it looks so, so cool. And then you've got this amazing like acorn basket. I want this acorn basket. I don't have children, but I kind of want to find a place for it because I just think it looks so, so cute. So you got really kind of cute pieces at H&M Home that are not that expensive. They're not as creepy as IKEA stuff. And again, it's a little bit more stylish than kind of that Toys R Us looking bright red, blue, yellow stuff that you normally see in people's homes. Okay, next up for $99 is this really cool pink rug that I found. It's got this really interesting sort of pattern on it, as well as these tassels, and it's a really good size too. This is 55 by 79, which in centimeters is 139 by 200. I don't forget about the rest of the world just because in North America we seem to be clinging to inches. I think this is really well priced for a really good size rug. It's not massive, of course, but I think for 99 bucks, I think it's a really good deal. This would work in something like a boho space, or with this design, I think you could do it in like a grand millennial style if you're interested in that. More on that in a second. But overall, it looks like H&M rugs are fairly well priced. I would say at this price point, they're going to be machine made. They're not going to be hand knotted. So I can't necessarily speak to the quality over the long term, but 99 bucks for a pretty stylish rug, I think in that respect, I think if that's kind of your price point and that's your budget, I think it's a really good option. Okay, next up to talk about is these cotton cushion covers. Now, these remind me a lot of the Sanella, which if you guys have seen, I forget which IKEA video I recommended it, but the Sanella is one of my favorite items from IKEA. These cotton cushion covers, okay, is a little bit more expensive than the IKEA ones. They look though like they've got a little bit more of a textured fabric to them. The IKEA ones are a little bit one note. I'll try to show them here in the picture so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But the H&M ones just look like they got a little bit more texture to them. So if that's what you're looking for, honestly, the difference in price point is something like $8 to $10. So it's not exactly like it's a crazy difference. But these would be another really great option, especially if there's a color in there that maybe sort of strikes your fancy more than the Sanella at IKEA. So again, this is kind of what I'm talking about. They're a little bit more expensive than IKEA, but they've got maybe a difference in fabric or a difference in quality there that's justifying this slightly higher price point. Okay, H&M Home also has these really beautiful marble coasters. These are a 4-pack, is $18 US. I would say for comparison of other retailers, something like West Elm, I find has like a whole bunch of different marble coasters. They've got some here that are about 40 bucks. That's kind of the difference here, right? You got H&M Home is about $18, but then you're looking at $40 for West Elm. West Elm is gonna have a lot more detail to it. It's gonna be a little bit funkier, it's gonna be a little bit different, but you are gonna pay twice the price. So if you're looking for like a really just sort of basic marble coaster, if there's anything basic about a marble coaster, these are a really great option. And for $18, I think that's a really good price for a pack of 4. Okay, H&M Home also has lots of different throws, which I think are really cool. You've got this sort of crinkle throw in this gorgeous orange color. And if you saw my recent collaboration that I did with the other designers talking about splurge and save items, you'll know that I'm a really big fan on saving on those really trendy pieces like throws or cushions or things like that that you know are super trendy and you might not necessarily love them in a couple of years. And with something like an H&M Home, you're not necessarily gonna feel bad about the fact that you're going to have to swap out a throw. I also found this ceramic dish, which is about 18 bucks, which I think is a really good price for this dish. It's kind of got these beautiful, sort of almost look like pearls that kind of are going around the side, which is again, because they've got these pearls around the side, makes me think that this is kind of a bit of a granny chic vibe. And also to complete your granny chic, grand millennial cottagecore look, I think these beautiful printed coasters might really work for you. I think if you're looking for that look, then this just really completes it. I can start to see this working with all your patterns of your wall wallpaper. I can totally see the space coming together. So definitely H&M has picked up that there is a trend towards leaning more towards this new traditional look, and you can definitely find some pieces in H&M. So if you're interested in learning about my picks for the 2021 trends, which are well represented here at H&M.com, then I think it's worth checking out my video, and you can learn all about the interior design trends for 2021. I will see you all in that video. Thanks, bye.